what's going on, John B.
Hey, and I'm Darlene B.
You know what the funny thing is? We were sitting back thinking about our channel, reminiscing a little bit. What was our first channel? What was it called? What was our tagline?
It was food, travel, and more.
And this thing happened called COVID came around, so right when we started our channel, so the travel was out the question. We wanted
out the door.
Yeah, we wanted to travel, and we wanted to travel. There was restrictions.
And when they did start opening up and the flights were going, we're like, I don't know if I really want to travel just yet.
But things have changed.
Yes, even though it's still COVID.
But things have changed. So you know what? We decided to take a trip, visit some family.
Right, yeah. So finally got a chance to see family after I don't even know how long.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think at least 2 years since we actually traveled somewhere.
Right.
My goodness, my goodness.
Right. So we are going to be talking about American and what it was like to fly on American during COVID.
Right. Well, first of all, when we got there, we want to talk about boarding.
Right.
Like I said, we hadn't traveled in a while, so it was like getting to the airport and sitting there waiting. It's like, oh wow, we haven't done this in a minute. This is crazy.
And then having to wear the mask the entire time, unless you are eating. I still don't understand that, but that's
another thing. Right, wearing your mask in the terminal,
it's not possible to not
wear your mask at the gate.
Wear your mask and eat, but
I don't know. Like I said, it's been a while, so I don't know on our flight it was a lot of people at the gate, or just seemed like a lot of people. But when boarding, I know one thing hasn't changed. When they, we were economy, so usually board middle to last. You got your priority.
We were expecting,
you got your first class.
Right, we were expecting to be like dead last. Okay.
Right, so it seemed like we were somewhere in economy, somewhere in the middle. But they call out your number, your number 7 or whatever it is. So
yeah, I think that's one of the ones. We actually, for the American flight, we actually had 2 legs.
Right, it was 2 legs. Right. So the first leg, I think we boarded somewhere towards the end. So, but get in line, once they call, okay, we're boarding, say 2 through 5, I don't think that changed in a couple of years. You got a rush of people, you get a line, people waiting.
People trying to, go in front of you and merge.
Right. So that was interesting. So, but it was pretty orderly for the most part.
I think they were relatively orderly, and even though we were sitting in the back, we were more towards the back. Getting on was easy, and finding space for our luggage was easy. We only had carry-on. We only took carry-on for this flight.
Right.
We had 2, one for each other. One, each of us had one.
And we had one personal one we had to put under the seat.
Right, under the seat.
That was the same.
Yes, which is really good. And as for luggage, you don't have to pay extra, so that was good.
That hasn't changed. I know that hadn't changed. That's good. At least for American, that didn't change.
Yeah, but like I was saying, there was plenty of space for our luggage. We put our luggage literally over our seating. So,
right, which is good, because sometimes if it's and another thing, this was a full flight. They tell you we're on full flight to the max. So sometimes you may not be able to find your overhead carry-on bin above you, over you. So, but it was good. So we had no problems with that.
Right. How about for when we got in the seats, John?
I have to say, we got in the seats. The seats looked nice. It looked nice and comfy. It looked like a lot of space. So sitting down in the seat, there's no problem. I think there was pretty good leg room. Like I said, it's been a minute, so you're gonna hear us keep referencing that. We're tall, so you want a little leg space between you and the seat in front of you. So there was enough room. Your knees weren't hitting the tray in front of you, which was good.
Your knees weren't digging into the tray in front of you. I think for the flight, if somebody leaned back, like if they ended up leaning back, you know how you can do that on the flight.
It might have been a problem.
A little
but we thank the Lord that didn't happen.
None of the flights.
None of the flights. None of the legs. So that was a good thing. So good leg room. And what about Another thing, you know, the seatbelt, they tell you put the seatbelt on, you want to have enough latch in there, you know,
Yes.
you don't want to be in the end of the seatbelt.
Well, it was the, although we come to the end of the road. It was end of the road in American, okay? I was like, Lord have mercy. You know, if I gained like 5 pounds, okay? Literally, I wouldn't have been able to, I would have had to ask for an extender. So, and we fly, like in the past, we have flown JetBlue often and Delta often and have never had a problem. So I was like, oh my goodness, like what is going on? What am I gonna do?
Yeah, the seatbelt, yeah, what do you say, Living on the Edge, I think we'll talk all these songs. That's another song too.
Yeah, I was living on the edge,
yeah.
Okay.
And then the space, the cabin space, you know, when you first walk on, you're lugging your luggage on there.
Yeah, it was a little,
it was a little tight, but you know, you're making sure you don't want to hit nobody when you knock them up in the upside the head.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, but the cabin space, it wasn't bad. So when, you know, if you had to get up, go to the bathroom, you didn't feel like, oh wow, I'm gonna slap the person next to me in the aisle. So there's a little room. And as far as also when we were seating, going back to the seating, you know, when you're looking at it, you think, oh wow, this is really tight. But when you sit down, you don't feel like you're cramped. You gotta sit like this. You didn't really feel that way, even though it may have been that way, but you didn't get the impression that you were really cramped into your seat, which was good. Which was good.
Yeah. One of the things I was really surprised with was the snacks. Because this was probably what, like a 4-hour flight.
Something like that. Yeah, snacks. Yeah. Well, yeah.
So we were like, wait a second. For a 4-hour flight, you literally gonna give us a Ziploc bag with water.
Yeah, one of those sandwich bags. You think, oh yeah, not even filled up.
Right. No, literally air. With how many ounce water?
It was probably
8 ounce?
Maybe 8 ounce. It looked like a 3 ounce bottle of water.
Maybe an 8 ounce bottle of water.
Maybe an 8 ounce bottle of water.
And maybe 1 ounce of pretzels, mini pretzels.
And that's it.
And that is it.
And the snack,
for 4 hours.
Well, that's one thing that definitely changed when we were.
And a wipe.
And a wipe, yeah, getting a wipe for the snack. Getting a wipe, actually talking about when you first boarded the plane, you get one, I guess, to wipe everything down. I guess, like I said, we're still in COVID, so that was different. When we flew before, we didn't get none of that.
Right.
So that was different. And the snacks, actually, you didn't get them in a Ziploc bag. I guess they, you know, don't want
to. They said, here.
Cross-contaminate, here you go.
Here.
Yeah, pretty much, that's what they did. Now, oh, here you go, handing it to you. No, here you go, here's the bag. Like, so that definitely changed. So I guess that's the difference there.
I was like, wait a second.
COVID flying right there.
I was like, remember that, at least again, like I said, we flown Delta and JetBlue, and I remember getting the like Doritos, party mix, where it's like the mini Dorito chips, and then the pretzels, and then I think there's like Cheetos in it or whatever. Tell me if you remember the one that I'm talking about.
And a matter of fact, I don't even think they gave you an option, because I know on other flights you give you option, you want a water, you want a soda, orange juice. You know, they pour out some, and they pour out like 3 or 4 cups for different flavors, and that was it. So they didn't even give you an option.
And 1 ounce, if even, of pretzels.
So that was you know, definitely
I was
different.
like, what?
You got to think, times have changed. Times have changed. Speaking of so many things, speaking of times have changed, the entertainment. Like I said, like we were saying before, we're used to Delta, JetBlue, you know, you got a nice little screen in front of you, you plug in your earphones into the seat, you know, tidbit of information, make sure you have your phones fully charged. Because Darlene B can correct me, I don't remember seeing any outlet for your phone if it wasn't charged. So if it wasn't charged, you have a problem.
But you didn't tell the people yet. The reason why you need your phone fully charged.
Right, because now the entertainment is in your phone. They want you to download their app, and then on their app they have all the selections. It's like, what is this?
So make sure that your phone has space that you can put an app on it, and then also make sure that your phone is fully charged. But you know, the same entertainment that you used to get on planes, where you can listen to like music, you can watch TV, you
Right,
can watch
shows.
movies.
So I guess it's technology. I
Right.
guess, moved a little forward in
Right.
technology since the last time we flown.
Right.
But that was
I don't know if all of the planes have gone this way. If you fly on a regular and especially have flown during COVID often,
Yeah,
let us know
in the comments. Yeah,
In the
because
comments,
we're
right.
newbies right now. We're
Right.
newbies flying
I
this
feel like-
COVID era.
I feel like we're brand new all over again.
All over
to this.
again.
So yeah, so entertainment on your phone. And this was so funny. On this flight, they ended up saying the wrong city.
Oh, that's how it started.
That's how it started off.
Yeah, so make sure you check your tickets. Yeah, and the crazy thing was when they said the wrong destination, people were like, "What?"
Yeah, you heard people like, "Huh?"
And I don't even think the captain or the
They didn't
or
even
the flight
correct
attendant
it.
corrected
They
themselves.
didn't even correct it. And I have to be honest, y'all. I have
Like I
to
said, I
be
don't know
honest.
if that's a normal thing on their flights, but
The
hopefully
flight
not.
attendant, she sounded like she had a little too much fun the night before.
Yeah.
Or she was really
yeah,
tired.
I assume she was in,
Right.
what, she said Chicago? That's what she said?
Yeah, she said.
Yeah,
we're
maybe
like,
that's where she was,
we're not going to Chicago.
No, we were going mistaken.
Nope, we weren't going to see her brother find his wine on this trip. Yeah, she might have had a little bit too much fun the night before and was tired for the job but came to work anyway.
Right, like, so hopefully not all American flights are like that.
Oh,
let us
you know what we didn't say?
What's
They
that?
also told us that we were landing an hour and a half before we were landing.
Yeah, that was crazy. Prepare your seat.
Right. I'm like,
Literally, wow, we're getting here early.
Oh, wow.
Literally, probably an hour.
Like everyone putting up their
getting
trays.
ready.
Right. We're like, oh my gosh, this is not that long of a flight.
And you're looking
at all.
out. Yeah, you're looking out your window. Wait a minute, we're not descending.
Right. No.
An hour,
As a matter
literally,
of fact,
probably at
we
least
seem like we're going a little
right.
faster.
At least about an hour later.
Right. Hour and a half. It was
Hour and a half. You're right. An hour after they said that, because a half hour
Right.
would be landing.
And no correction.
Nothing. So they must have the pilot, the flight attendant, they must have had a long night in Chicago, wherever they were,
Right,
wherever
it
they
was,
were. But
yes.
that was funny. So, like I said, we don't know. Let us know if that happens on all American flights. We don't know.
Has it happened to you?
Has it happened to
where
you?
they've
But it was
told you
crazy.
That you're
That
gonna
was
land
funny.
and they don't land for another
You're
hour
like,
and a
wait a
half.
minute, what's going on?
Right.
Literally, because I was timing. I was like, this is an hour since they said it. No correction.
No correction. But John V. If the price was right, would,
That's a TV show.
Right. If the price is right, would you fly American again?
Actually, I would fly it again. The price is right. I would fly it again. Besides a little hiccup, gave you a little entertainment, not
Right.
telling you the wrong place of the final destination, telling you you're gonna descend half hour. Next thing was an hour, half later. But besides that, the price right, I would fly. Fly American again. What about you, darling B?
Well, I make sure if I don't gain weight, I'll fly again. And also, I did feel like they did take care with their customers. They took care with us as customers. They came around, asked for garbage, all of that, made sure that everybody was okay. So, like I said, the only thing, I guess, if I was to fly them again, is I would make sure that I was, that we weren't hungry or that we had food on the flight.
Right. Good point.
Because
now we know. Now
we know. But yeah.
Don't go on there hungry.
Don't go on there hungry. But yeah, other than the little hiccups there and there, which weren't really that big of a deal, hiccups.
Right.
It was fine.
Right.
It was fine.
Yeah, so let us know we're back in the game, so to speak.
Right.
Our first time, kind of. Yeah, so let us know if you would like to see content like this again
Right.
from
You
us.
want to
We
see
hope
travel content from us?
So let us know if you enjoy it. Yeah,
we're gonna go back a little bit to where we first came
food,
from. Travel
and more. Yeah, get that travel in there. And I would say we did get the travel in there,
Right,
so we'll see if we go back.
Right.
But we thank you for hanging with us.
Thank you for coming and listening, and also let us know about your experiences with American. We want to know.
Yeah, we want to know. Well, John B.
I'm Darlene V.
Take it easy.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to visit us at bnbreviews.com. Take care. Bye.